The Stone Ages and Early Cultures Study Guide. Hey guys, so I'm going to go through the study guide here, the answers from the study guide. Keep in mind, I made the test. I know exactly what you need to know. So if I'm emphasizing something or placing a particular importance on it, make sure you make note of that and you take the time to study it. Alright, so our first term is an ancestor, which is a relative who lived in the past, like these people in this old-timey photo. Agriculture, another word for that would be farming. Australopithecus, which means southern ape, like this very handsome fellow here. Distribute is to divide among a group of people. For example, resources you could divide, or money. Domestication is the process of changing plants or animals to make them more useful to humans. So this picture here shows a wolf split with a dog, and dogs are an animal that have been domesticated over, thousands of years. They were once just wolves, and now we've, mixed them in so many ways. We have lots of different dog breeds. Ice ages are long periods of freezing weather. A mammoth is an ancestor of an elephant, and it's important that you know that early humans hunted using for food, clothing, and building shelter. I need you to remember that early humans would build shelters from mammoth bones. Okay? Mary Leakey was an archaeologist that discovered hominid bones in 1959. We watched that video with the paper cutouts of her a few weeks ago. Megaliths are huge stones used as monuments. I believe this picture is a monument on Easter Island, I think. To migrate is to move, and flocks of birds will often migrate together. Prehistory is the time before there was writing. Stonehenge is a famous megalith in England, and we watched a video on Stonehenge as well. These are the four main early humans we've studied and their meanings. So again, Australopithecus is southern ape. Homo habilis means handyman. Homo erectus means upright man. And Homo sapien means wise man. So if you're making sense of things here, Homo means man, and the other parts of the words mean, handy, upright, and wise. Why would people learn to make clothes and build shelters when they moved out of Africa? The answer is the climate was colder. So you can see in this picture here, this probably is something like the clothes of early humans in terms of the furs they would wear. When studying prehistory, which scientists do historians rely on? This would be archaeologists and anthropologists. And this is just a silly picture of Indiana Jones, who I believe is an archaeologist. He's fictitious, he's not real, but yeah. How did the earliest humans get their food? By hunting and gathering. Name 5 things historians might use to study prehistory. So I listed fossils, artifacts, graves, bones, and art. But the thing I really need you to remember is prehistory means it's the time before there is writing. So anything with writing on it would not be from prehistory. That would be just from history. So for this particular question on the test, it's going to ask you which of the following would not have been used to study prehistory. So you're going to want to pick the one that has writing, because that wouldn't have existed in prehistory. Which group of people probably used a land bridge to reach the Americas? This would be Native Americans, who lived for thousands of years in North America and eventually South America, but they had to get there somehow, so they got over on a land bridge from Asia. Name 2 ways inventing new tools would help early humans survive. So inventing new tools would make it easier to hunt, and would also help them in growing their own food. So I need you to remember that the invention of new tools helped early humans survive? What is the main reason people of the Stone Age were able to build towns? The answer is farming. Farming allowed them to do that. Permanent settlements, permanent towns. Where did the earliest humans live? This would be Africa. So this question on the test is going to be a map, and you're going to have to pick the answer, the letter that's located in Africa. Which region of the world did early humans likely reach last? So this is excluding Antarctica. So the answer is South America. You can see, looking at this map, from Africa, the furthest away they could possibly get is South America. So that's the answer.